Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Last Dream World Unknown. We are on the island of the Phoenix's area. Let's go ahead and just take a look at it real quick. So, we are down here, as you can see. The island is completely surrounded in shallow water and rocks for good measure. And it's a long, winding path. It's a little hard to track it with this, but a long, winding path all the way around, finally to up here. I don't know if there's anywhere else. So, let's start our journey. There's a little route off to the side that looks like might be easier to go to once we get flying, because it's fairly obvious we're going to end up with it at the end of this. We are specifically coming here for the Phoenix. And good, we can still melt down our enemies with ICBMs. And I'm going to try to make sure I take the right path, so I'm going to be checking the map often. I could actually wrap around here to get to that other little path, but I feel like more than likely it'll be much easier to get to the Airy first. So I'm going to kind of sit through these first couple fights just to see if they get any more interesting. I mean, I think some of the earlier fights on I had to... It's a bit more participative. Things could go wrong much more easily. But that doesn't really happen all that often anymore. That looks kind of like a Moa forest. It's not, but it looks like one. Does it look like one? I don't know. It's been a while since I've been... No, those use the big round trees, don't they? I think... Let's use a slightly different stat or technique for this. That looks fun. And can't use that. We can use one of those. Sure. Let's just go over the top, right? And if we can, we'll even drop an intense study. I doubt he'll live through all this. Yeah. Let's just a wee bit over the top. But it's kind of fun, occasionally, to change up the tactics, rather than sticking with the old Macro 5. Yeah, I think I might be able to land there. I don't know how easy or hard the Phoenix is to control, but I suppose I'll find out. Also, this is one of the things mentioned in the strategy guide, which I try not to go through the walkthrough portion, but just the game mechanics. I think it mentioned, I could be misremembering, could be crossing things, really hard to tell. Oh, these guys actually are going to do some damage to me. But anyways, I seem to recall that actually walking through the open areas, as in not the woods, you're less likely to have encounters, or more accurately, you're more likely to have encounters walking through the forest. So if we really were concerned about avoiding encounters, we could do just that. I took the wrong turn nonetheless. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. I could also avoid most of these encounters by using my Hunter's Bait, repelling bait. We even had an offer to buy some for what I felt were really expensive prices, but I could just be misremembering. But I'm not sure if I've seen many of these enemies before, so mostly it's a chance to get some monster remains. Of course, I get like double the amount that I would otherwise get thanks to the hunter, which is good because we actually miss a lot of fights thanks to the Moa. I don't know how long I went through this thinking the Moa just reduced encounter rate, not really clicking that I was not having any fights. Because that's the way it worked in the first Last Dream, I'm pretty sure. It's possible I'm misremembering, but I don't think I am. I know I certainly had that expectation when I first started playing, that the Moa would be simply reducing our encounters. But now, it just eliminates them completely. And the Ranger also has an ability on top of that to reduce your encounter rate, or increase if I want to farm, which is very useful. Alright, here we are at the area, I assume. For all I know, I could be taking a long way around to what is actually a side quest, and the other route be the area. Alright. So we do have monsters here. But they seem to be about the same as what we had before. Along the rest of the island. So, not a huge worry. I've always actually wondered about the art they use. Like... And maybe it's because they just scale things differently. And the art's not really made for it. But, like, a lot of times it kind of feels like they're actually using... like, just random free art they found. Like, it doesn't... a lot of it doesn't feel coherent. So I'm wondering if that's... is that what they've done? Ooh, I see treasure. The cliff face looks peculiar. It might be worth further inspection. Sure to be a path to climb up the rock face. Climbing gear would make the climb considerably easier. Attempt to climb it without climbing gear? Yeah, I think we can do this. Are we ready? Let's go. Okay. I don't know if that could have been made that much easier. Alright. Gotta place a mining bomb. And get a nice structure change. Some SP orbs. And I'm assuming, yes, more treasure. Resurrection elixirs are always useful. And sapphire gloves. Is sapphire new? No, I have sapphire stuff. Okay. Guess I just don't get it that often. It's still relatively new. I think that's their current tier, so. Okay, let's do this. Nice and easy with the replaced icon, so I can actually know what I need to push. Rather than having to, what, try to remember? Yeah, not so good on the whole remembering thing. As to what buttons are what. And even more treasure. It definitely feels like there's fewer encounters than a lot of other places would have. Though, maybe that's... okay, we've got a lot of stuff going on here, so I'm gonna go up first. I don't really know what goes where. And I prefer to investigate my side paths first. So we're really just trying to guess. And yeah, these battles are just on the edge of potentially being dangerous. If they can only hit a little harder. Let's just do Macro 1. That's fine and dandy. And she seems to have insta-killed it. Perfect. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Wow, for such a short area, that is incredibly complex. Yeah, I'm really feeling like I'm going... I don't know. Alright, let's keep going. And that's that. Easy. Sometimes they're just so easy that it takes me a moment to like process that. No, yeah, it really is that easy. Got that route. We've got that over here. Oh boy. Alright. Ooh, an enduring shield. New recipes are always lovely. More recipes? No. But some lovely orbs which will eventually be useful. Let's see. There we go. And, I mean, that's probably our reset path. Let's go down and check just in case. Or, no, that's where we came from. So, expecting once again for the Earth Golem, whatever he's called, to survive. Because that's how it goes. No, like, part of me wants to replace the scan with an actual attack, but I really like making certain I scan absolutely everything. And besides, I'm not that worried about 1 point of damage. Getting closer levels. Okay, so that's where it came from. This is new direction. Okay. And again, fairly easy. Okay, we've got a path down here. This is probably the reset path, but I'm checking it anyways because I don't expect to fall. By reset path, I of course mean the area that if we fall, we go to and come back up from. I keep referring to it and realize I never actually said what I meant by reset path because it's not really an official term or anything. It's just what I use. Again, a really long one, really easy. I suppose, like, in actuality, with these representing, like, very different paths than what's visually shown, it's more a matter of like how close together the hand and footholds are rather than how long of a path it is. Anything down here? It could be, but no. Does this place just have this one fight? Have I seen any variation whatsoever? I'm not sure. Getting some nice bombs, though. Bombs are lovely. I don't think it's the top tier. I think top tier is piercing, but those are so incredibly few and far between from what I've seen. So I don't really expect to see that many of them. And again, just going to the attack through. Of course, I could raise my stats a little bit. I do have some level ups that I haven't spent. But I tend to do those when it's really noticeable. Rather than just one enemy that's a little sturdier. And sure, it'd probably be a little easier if I, you know, spent them all the time. So, yeah, so I was constantly getting better. Okay, so the other path was the side path. Whoops, my bad. We can come back up easily, I think. So, there's a lot of paths around here. No telling where we got to go. So, I may end up, after I complete this, exploring it a little more off-camera for any treasure. Ooh, that was a little tricky. Because I don't really want to miss. I bet you that's a sapphire spear recipe. I mean, obviously the spear I picked up is a sapphire spear, but you know, getting a spear recipe than a spear of some type kind of makes one think that they go together. And let's see, so we came up and down. I could, no, did I go straight up? Let's check to the side first. All kinds of places to go, and absolutely no idea. Ooh, finally, different encounter. I mean, it's not new monsters in it, it's just a different mix of the pre-existing monsters. So I think we're getting to a point that we're fairly comfortable just skipping the fights. Even sure they get a few hits in. I slowly, ever so slowly, lose a little bit of health. But it's not that drastic. So I'm betting at this point in time it's going to come out somewhere else. Yeah, it looks that way. Ah, it was a freaking reset path. Dang it. Okay. Well, I couldn't have known. I mean, I could have possibly guessed, but I couldn't know for a fact. Man, that one they really want to punish you for dropping. Alright. How do we do here, I wonder? Still seems a fairly easy fight. And without the Earth Elemental, they're going to die fairly quickly. We are right on the edge of leveling, though. Okay, this might be hard, I expect. Nope. Just trying to guess, you know, from a, I suppose, game design perspective. Ooh, I see an engineer hole. I'm very sad still. There's tunnels back, I don't know exactly where, but somewhere that I was unable to open. For some bizarre reason. Okay, so, what is... Ah, okay, a reset path. Okay. And this one's a little bit complex. so it doesn't take that long, but... Yeah, definitely feeling like there might be some areas that I miss. I mean, there's certainly a few that I've missed. And, I'll want to backtrack through here again. Okay, I see some chests there. And an icy area, which I assume I'm getting to eventually. That was identical to, like, 2 of them ago, I think. Okay, please don't be a reset path. I don't see how you would be. Dashing is disabled in this puzzle. Use dash to jump. How do I dash again? Ah, there. Okay. Okay, what is the puzzle? Show the pattern. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That's a little bit overwhelming. So, what I think I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to write those down. Be back in a sec after I get them all written down. Alright, I think I've got the pattern down. Now I'd go, what, over here to this yellow thing? Alright. Right, up, up. Uh-oh. Well, I got something wrong. So... where am I exactly? Where did it bring me? Can I... Oh, I can still jump. That's interesting. And it's so slow. Alright. Okay, we've got the path. We've got that. So where did I go wrong? After the jump, it's right, down, down. Right, right, up, up, right? It's obviously right, right. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay. There's a third right in there. Okay. That's where I missed that extra blink there. The nice part is that it leaves the path filled in. So now we pick up where we left off. So up, up, jump. Up, up, right, jump. Right, down, down, left. Down, jump. Right, right. Up, right, jump. Boom. Here we are. Primordial armor. It's a lovely thing. Ooh, piercing bombs. Yeah. And sapphire armor. So can I... Dang it. So I've got to trick my way all the way back up. I can get a little bit of speed by jumping along. Now, I wonder if there are monster battles down here and I just got lucky? Or is this just like your punishment for failing and falling off is being annoyed by having to travel slowly? Not sure, but that puzzle is definitively complete. And we continue on our path. So, okay, yeah, came from over there. Alright. And we head up to the snow. Ooh. That was cutting it a little close. Got some... No, I don't want to descend. Thank you very much. A lot of ways to go up here. So I guess we go from left to right. I should really not be saying directions while I'm having to push directions. That just does not help matters. Okay, well you're just wasting my time, huh? Do I have to push the button to climb down? Good, I don't. What do we think? Well, there's treasure here. And nowhere else that this goes. Excellent. So we chose the proper order to resolve these in. I do feel like on average these are getting more difficult, which makes sense. Things are all icy now. Let's check our engineer's chest. Ooh. There's some nice things. Man, some of these actually have like flat on 100% effects, so they're actually better for our non-engineers to use, because our engineers can take like I think it's ×3 effect. It's almost always worth more efficient use of our resource to have them using weaker, which will get increased. Just so close. I would like to hit at least 129 before this is all over and done said. Over and done with? The devil was I trying to say there? Over and done said with. Alright. So we came across there. We've got this way with the high chests. And those are the ones I saw from below. Ooh, a crushing axe. I suppose that should be less exciting since I don't have any axe wielders. Oh, right, of course. I think for a moment I forgot that I have to actually push buttons for any of this. And I do like that there's some nice, simple stairs up here. Ooh, elemental hat, eh? Okay, so you've got a couple different directions for me to go. Let's go the more stairy route first. And, of course, our two characters that are doing most of the work are the ones the lowest on MP. I mean, actually, Sid's killing a lot of the stuff as well. Did Jireth not go? Did I just space during that? What? I'm so bloody confused here. Okay, that's a reset path. Oh, where does... Wait, what? Have I been down here? I'm really confused. Yes, I've been... Did I just go an alternate route? Or did I just get confused as to where I was? That's an entirely a possibility. So, there, down there. I guess here's where I go. Okay. And... see, more stairs. It goes there. Okay, that's probably our next step. Remember, there is some chests along the right wall. And we want to make certain we head that way when available. I kind of felt like that one actually might have had a second thing to do on it. A second pattern to input. To be honest, like when this puzzle is nice and linear. I've got that one path way the frick back there. Where do you go? Interesting. Okay, yeah, you get an attack there. Did I just... Maybe I was just too busy talking and totally zoned off during that part. Who knows? I can get a lot of bombs. It's lovely. I think even without being the piercing ones, those are pretty darn effective in Sid's hands. Of course, he does have Battle of Wits, so maybe not that stellar. Oh, good lord. Okay, not bad. Had plenty of time to do it in. And this takes us to the chest we saw earlier. So, let us continue on. So we came up, okay. So we do have a branch back there that we didn't take. I am hoping we're still on a side path. Yeah, feeling that way. Good, good, good. I like to not have the unresolved paths, because we have like one right almost at the very beginning that we didn't take because I assumed it was the side path. Or I assumed that it was the main path and we were on the side path. It's more accurate what I'm trying to say. And good lord, it's still freaking difficult going the other way, of course. I wonder where that would take us. Somewhere we've been, surely, right? Didn't really look like it was a loop back. Like an area that we haven't been that we have to loop around to. But it could be. And we've got a chest here, and to the left... Ooh, nice AP orb. To the left is a mining cave. We'll get a chance to blow that up here in a moment. And continuing on to this battle, which, like I said, the worst thing is we're slowly losing mana points. The health damage is so ridiculously inconsequential. Ooh, wow, that's actually a good chunk of XP. It's like 10% of the way there. Maybe I could actually hit level 130. That'd be lovely. I believe it's a new set of skills. Ooh, that's a lot of treasure over there. I would like to have that now, please and thank you. At some point in time, playing these old school JRPGs, you start to feel like, you know, you're not really saving the world, you're just a treasure hunter that stumbles into saving the world. There actually might be a few where this basically is, in fact, the plot. No great hero, just you want stuff and, dangerous stuff happens on the way. Dangerous stuff that just happens to benefit others. Okay, these are getting a little complex. This doesn't go anywhere. What? Excuse me? What? Now that is just rude. So... what? Well, how do I get over there? I'm a little confused. Was there another... you know, let's... no. I'm going to fall down. Because I was thinking... You're my group of monsters, of course. I was thinking this was a path we hadn't been on, and I got... thought it was being brilliant, and just... no, in fact, not at all. So let's see if we can make our way... there's a lot of treasure over there that I would like to find. Ooh. You survived, sir. You don't manage to hit me, but you survived. Well done on you. You won't last much longer. Alright, so... is it down there? I'm not entirely sure, maybe. I mean, at least we don't have to push the buttons to descend. I thought I explored over here. Yeah. Really, has this been a giant troll and just we've been on a side path for this entire time? Huh. You know, let's fail this one. Go down, it'll be at the very least backtracking a long way. We'll have to do a fight. We're not too worried about that. And, yeah, not too bad. As long as we don't miss any significant hits. Could be A-okay. So let's see how this goes. Of course, yes. Get the scan in. At this point in time, we've definitely seen all of these monsters. And I should perhaps start to get back to the skipping. But not quite yet. Is this the way? I wish I wasn't so... what? I would love a map of this place. How about down here? Can I just push the wrong buttons? I don't think it makes it worse. Alright, so these guys will flag around, or at least one of them will. I'm desperately confused in this place. Like, I'm worried that, like, maybe this was just a humongous side path. So I feel like I didn't have a way to go forwards. Maybe I did, and I'm just being incredibly dumb, and I missed the way forward, and now I'm backtracking for no reason whatsoever. Okay, there's that, right? And you're going, go down, that's fine. You can go up here. That goes there, right? We know that. Was there a path I didn't take over here? Because I got excited about all the things up there. That's a possibility. Okay, so where did we come from? Maybe we've already been these other routes. I feel like it's most likely it came from the left. I'm not absolutely positive about it. I suppose I can pop over to the left real quick and see what it looks like. And I feel like I should actually have more damage on me. I've taken 1 damage a couple times. So I'm going to go and check over here. Just in case. See what it looks like. See if it takes us to an area we've obviously explored. Yes, we have obviously explored that. Okay, good, good, good. So now we head up here. And it is reasonable we would have taken the stairs first, right? Because it is the easier path. Seems reasonable. Okay, nothing there, nothing there. And of course this is really complex for a short path. Because that's how it works. And a lot of these guys, I think these guys are the goldish dragons there. Oval dragon? Alright. Okay, sure. I think they're pretty good XP, so that's lovely. Especially with a group of them. And of course we know what they are. Alright, so while these fights are bordering on potentially dangerous, I think it is time we go ahead and skip them. So that'll get us through this a little bit faster. Well, look at you guys through it a little bit faster. Me, not so much. I'll be going through it at the exact same speed. But that is quite alright. Okay, so you've got a overly complicated little path here. Not sure how I feel about that. Just complicated for complication's sake. Can I... So that just lets me look at stuff over there? Is that the gimmick here? And... came out of there. Yeah, okay. Alright, just had to double check what I was looking at. So descent is easy. We can keep going down here. I go down a long way, actually. How do we get down there? Not entirely sure. I remembered I was supposed to be skipping these, but... a little too much talking to skip it at this point in time. So... really trying to get a grasp of this place. Oh wow, it's like the most damage we've taken in a long time. And back to not much. But like, I swear Koos has been hit for more than 1 damage. Well, I've been hit for 1 damage a couple times at least. Okay, so this should take us somewhere. Ooh. I see me some engineer's chests at least in there. So we can assume somewhere we'll find ourselves a lovely tunnel to an exclusive area with some piercing bombs. I love me the piercing bombs. And, not bad. Those will come in handy at some point in time. I don't know if those will outdo Battle of Wits, though. But for AoE attacks, oh boy. I'm assuming they're AoE anyways. Wait a minute. I've been here. It came down. It's head across. I'm just going to fail it. Because there's chests down here. Yep. And I'm not sure how this loops back. A waning whip, huh? And a sapphire whip. Obvious pairing. Oh crud, there's a cave on both sides. I'm betting it's this side, actually. It seems like a lot more reasonable progression. Oh, bugger. And we're going to fall and encounter monsters. And that group was something approaching a threat. They actually managed to get Sid stoned. So I believe we want a soft. Yes. And while we're in here, let us eat some of these. I'll take care of you guys. It's fine and dandy. Alright. I should not have had any issues with this whatsoever, but... well, sometimes you derp about and it happens. Okay, it's definitely the right way because I'm sure I would have remembered this little ice lake. Can I walk across it? No. Maybe it's just not frozen, but just cold? Alright, we're getting near to places with things. So we loop back around to the other side of the river, I wonder? Is that what we're doing, going back and forth? Across it? Ooh, Genji ring. I seem to recall that being like one of the Uber rings. Like one of those we lost? Let's... maybe not. I mean, it's a pretty good ring. That's for sure, but... huh. So that didn't have anything but the ring. So, which... like, I'm a little confused here, to be honest with you. I'm a little uncertain at this point. So, I mean, I guess I have to backtrack until I find a branch that I didn't take. Like, I can't jump across here or anything, right? So let's go down. I am once again rather lost and confused here. I suppose one benefit of that is that, I mean, it does help me level up, but not really how I want to get leveled up, right? So, let's just keep backtracking and try to figure out where there's an alternative turn that I decided not to take. And I'm not seeing anything so far. Oh, good lord. Whew. That was a little close. And this is a fairly difficult one as well. And maybe it's another one of those paths where I have to fall off to proceed. Oh, this is double different paths. Did I check the other one, I wonder? So I suppose we should go ahead and try it. And see if there's a new route or revisiting an old area. We've got this cave here. Are you new? I just frankly can't recall. Maybe this is either where we came from or it does not feel like where we came from. There's gotta be somewhere new, right? Maybe? Yeah, somewhere new. Excellent. Okay. Now, will it somehow drop down to the area that I thought I was going to climb up to before? That's a possibility. Okay, so where'd we come from again? Well, obviously not there, huh? Is there... This is just one single side path? You're kidding me? Nope, no you're not. I'm so confused here. I mean, I do kind of notice this... oh, looks like a possible path. This is a bit of a return path for that other area that just happened to have treasure along it. So, I mean, I suppose I shouldn't be too bothered. But... yeah, a little bit bothered. Okay, where does... you know, let's fall. I'm not sure where that goes. Yeah, we get a fight. Alright, so we're in a completely unfamiliar area. Wait. Are we? We're not really in an unfamiliar area. Wait a minute, this is how I am so bloody confused right now. This is how I got here, isn't it? Am I backtracking now? But I did that on a fall down, right? Yeah. So, would that have taken me somewhere new? And I just failed to realize it? Because I thought I was backtracking, so I fell down? This is really confusing here. Let's see if we can find our way back to where we were. And see what we can do with it. Because I am so totally confused now. Alright, let's not screw this one up. Because I'd rather not have to do that slightly longer backtracking. Alright, you've got nothing. I mean, maybe we actually did explore all of that down there and I just didn't realize it because there was tunnels further on. There's a cave we may or may not have been in. So there's one way to find that out. Ooh, chests. It's possible these are some of the chests I thought I've been missing. At the very least, I don't see anything like closed. Okay, this feels like I might be getting close to a boss area. And what is my stats looking like? I'm fine. Okay, let's check to the sides because there's sometimes our chests. Aha, yes there are. Got ourselves a champion ring and phoenix ashes. Suppose that makes sense. A lot of dead things, probably things that tried to tame the phoenix. And apparently some monsters hanging around as well. More ashes, of course. And conjure ring. I'm pretty sure I've already had these, but let's double check. So champion and conjurer. Yeah, we have 3 of each actually. Alright, so where is the phoenix? Probably up here somewhere. Aha, we got a proper save spot. Let's watch the cutscene. Dizzy from the thin air and the exertion of climbing the cliffs, you pause at the peak of the mountains. From the corners of your vision, a scene from a different mountain begins to play out before you. Chapter 11, Mercy. Still back in 9300 before the current time period. And Asmodeus wins. These have been dark days for our kind. Never before has brother turned against brother, but the laceration that wounds us will fester if mercy is not shown. To that end, none of you will be punished for your crimes. None except the leaders, guards, put Pythias, Miriam, and Olivier in chains. Interesting, those guys look a little different. The crime of revolt has been forgiven, but those 3 and their leader are guilty of another, far graver crime. Pythias, Miriam, Olivier, and Mephistopheles, these 4 are guilty of blasphemy against the blessed fire of the mountain. Their punishment must be severe, for they have profaned the blessed fire with their lies. Return to your homes for now. I will announce their punishment tomorrow. These 4 have been found guilty of treason, the standard punishment for which is death by the fires of our blessed mountain. I have weighed their crimes against the need for unity, and while I believe they deserve death, I will show them a minor mercy. What will you do to them? These 4 so wish to be free of our blessed home, and that is what I will give them. The crowd goes deathly silent. I will drain them of all their power, and cast them out in the overworld so that they may live out their days in peace. Kill me, I would rather die than be drained of my power. Without their power, they will not be in violation of the Veneer Pact. I consider this mercy, but I will let these 4 decide their fate as a whole. What say you, traitors? Patriot's execution. Mercy, my lord. Mercy, my lord. Mercy, my lord. You ungrateful worms, you odious cowards! The traitors have asked for mercy, and so it will be shown. The screams of the traitors were bound through the caverns. It is done. Why? Why have you let them decide my fate? Mercy has been granted. Return to your homes. And so they were cast out. I mean, they usually don't save over slots, but that was like just where we were, so no worries. And there is the Phoenix. Let's do this. A puny human, your kind has never disgraced my area before. Long ago, the elves came and tried to tame my kind, but they were too weak. Do you think you can tame me? Right, Phoenix? Yes, I will. Great Phoenix emerged. Okay, let's start this. So, we will taunt first. We'll even scan first, just to ensure we have the scan in there. And let's just go the higher agility boost to ensure that we can handle this. You will give us a null magic. I prefer to do the all combat buffs first, as always, but I like getting the scan out there quickly, just mostly to ensure that I don't forget it. And let us see how we do. Alright, it's pretty nice hits going on. Okay, it's 5 turns. You've got that going on, sure. And advanced scouting would be lovely. Let's do vigilance first, however, because we're going to start leaving. And from that, let's go ahead and mana surge. Sapphire Robe. Okay, we've got the star of the show. I'm pretty sure. Let's check it real quick, just to be sure. But I think we should be fine and dandy. Gigabolt, eh? Alright. Not that horribly worried. So you've got self-preservation, that. I could do a mind drain. Actually, I think I should. Let's do a genius first. You've done that. You've scanned. Now scout. And time to thieve. You shall do a mind drain. But first, you've got a lot of mana, don't you, sir? Trip his giant Phoenix Talon. Alright, so I've got the good stuff. I want to drain him, so... I mean, he's a Phoenix. Maybe if he doesn't have mana, he can't come back from the dead. I mean, I am trying to tame him, so I want him to, but just not in the midst of the battle. So we're going to keep up on the drain on him. And hope he can't freeze anybody solid. That would kind of suck. Alright. So, we can presumably start attacking? Yeah, let's do it. I mean, obviously you're still doing this, but... And... you're good on that. I could... You're also intensity for just a little bit of extra XP. Arrow Storm killing. Excellent. We'll see how he stands after this. Of course, we got the mind drain going on. Not sure what that leaves his MP at. It's probably about time I heal. So we'll heal with triple threat. Okay, your MP is just about done. So this should be the last steel we need. And the last... Where is it? Mind drain. And let's see if he resurrects. I don't know if he does resurrect, but it seems like an appropriate thing, right? And it might be something that I just can't prevent. Incinerate. I expect a little more out of that one, though. Let's go with Ethereal Strike. And at this point in time, we are pulling out all the stops. Keep thieving just in case. But he should... Wow, he just got a lot of mana, didn't he? Regenerate mana? That's interesting. Or does one of the effects give it to him? Suppose we'll find out. Really expecting a return. Oh, so close to 130. So close. Can't wait to spin that SP. The Phoenix has submitted to your will. Ride him? Yes. Yes, thank you. Time to revisit the ruins of Rockwood. Alright, that will do it for now. I'm going to just kind of explore up... I've got to walk here, don't I? Oh, no, I can park here, right? Must mean you can't park in the woods now. And the jerkface didn't wait for us. I mean, I realize I don't need him to, but it's still kind of rude. I should go talk to him. Anyways, I do believe that is it for now. I realize this has been a longer episode, but that's alright. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm going to park around where that other little cliff is. Yeah. Park right there. Lovely. Let's go ahead and save, since we have, in fact, gotten that done up. So, I hope you enjoyed. We'll check this area out, and there's a few other areas I want to check out before we head to Rockwood. So, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you've enjoyed, leave a like. But, until next time, catch you later.